Infi versus TBCBM, both from China. There seems to be a little issue with TBC's data import here, but whatever. Infi playing Orc, we have Echo Isles as our first map. Infi, of course, the two-time world champion and of WCA and GCS. He is by far the favorite here, but you never know with TBC. Sometimes he plays out of his mind with interesting strategies, and off we go, boys. Infi in pink, TBC in blue, off to our first match, and we zoom a little out. Here we go. DK and a ghoul build. Oh no, it's not a ghoul build order, it's a late graveyard build order here. Of course, late fiends. DK for harass. What's Infi going to do? It's not a Farseer. It's a Blade Master, 1 burrow, barracks, no shop just yet. So pretty standard right off the bat. And since it's the round of 32 and things start a little slow, I will try to keep track of chat a little more. Thanks for the effort. Nia wasn't meant as a criticism, just like betting on the games there. Yeah, I can totally see that. If you want to ticker for readmore.de, you can join their Discord server and ask the admins there. I will look up the link later because Readmore is a big source of like a lot of people go there. A lot of people that might not be primarily interested in Warcraft 3, but maybe if they see that the game's live, they're tuning in. So tickering on Readmore is important, writing on Readmore is important. So if you want to volunteer, feel free. If you are speaking German, of course, that is a necessity. So tier 2 tech without a shop, without a second burrow, that's only coming up now. So this will be a pretty slow early game, I guess, because neither of the player really has an army. Both prefer the fast attack. Nice deny, by the way. And TBC with the first experience, but no item yet. He's always, of course, afraid of the Blade Master's backstep damage, so he doesn't want to start a creep yet, at least not a big one. And this is a no fiend tech for TBC, both very, very fast, basically as fast as they can do it. Infi, of course, still far ahead, because this is one of the fastest techs in the entire game for Orc. You can skip the barracks if you want, but come on. Is it possible to watch this on NetEase? Yes, in the watch client. Readmore is by far not dead. If you look at the clicks, Readmore is like generates 2/3 of the clicks that Liquipedia does, and Liquipedia is international and Readmore is German, so you can see that Readmore is by far not dead. It's not as important as Liquipedia, but still. Nice creeping here, not losing a skeleton while creeping and getting him close to level 2. Infi did not accomplish too much here, like barely a quarter of a level. I mean, the fast tech is the source of this, obviously. So the question is, what is Infi doing? Is he expanding? Is he rushing tier 3 as well? Is he going Wyvern? A lot of options here. And TBC far, far away from tier 2. Thank you, Furu Katsuragi, for a month of resubbing here, saying... If what you say is true, the Warcraft gym could be dangerous. It's Neo the Remo, floss 2 times daily, Mongol the Chief, Furu, and the gym clan kill us. Alright. Yeah, Warcraft 3 gym, awesome Discord server to help out new players. Nice inventory. And yeah, Infi is going for the tier 2 expansion right away. There's no way for TBC to punish this at the moment with only 1 fiend. This Orc expansion will take some time though. He has 2 grunts, he has a strong Blade Master, he might be able to defend this anyway. And he's getting the big one, Ogre Mauler. But it's kind of cool that TBC stole those 2, because then Blade Master would have been almost level 3. He has level 2 himself now, so he's not too far away from the Blade Master's level, and he's scouting. What's going on in Infi space? He sees a second hero, but he doesn't see a tier 2 building, so he must know... Ah, there we go. There's the beast tree, but it's late, so he must know that an expansion is coming up. TBC, his shape is rising, or he stays on tier 2. He has the resources. Ah, there we go, tier 3. He just reached tier 2. And then immediately to tier 3 before the Lich is out.
A town is under siege.
And yeah, he's got the expansion now, pressures it a little, and trying to sneak away onto the little island in the bottom right. Infi on the other side, pure creeping. He still has the replenishment potion and a self, so he can tank a lot with his Blade Master. He is tanky with his Ring of Protection, and this is the only consumable on the map that he gets here, and there's no way TBC can contest this. He's hoping for a Tome of Experience here at the Murloc Nightcrawler camp. There's a little poison on his units now, which won't help him in the next attack that is coming, but if he gets the Tome of Experience, then he is level 3, and then looks way better. Oh, he gets it! And maybe I lied, and he's not level 3. Okay, 20 XP missing, but man, what a big jump from level 2.25 to this. On the other side, Shadowhunter's gathering the first experience. He has a big heal potion here against the nuke. The Lich is about to come out, and a Slaughterhouse Morphines tier 3. So no early Banshee play, no Necro play, everything out of the ordinary. But with the skeletons, and that was of course the main reason for the Murloc camp, to get 4 skeletons at the same time. He gets the expansion, gets the Peon, gets level 3. Good little play by TBC here, while... Oh, there is an early Temple of the Damned, but it got cancelled. So it's only the Lich defending here, plus the Nerubian Tower, and he's kind of trapped in his own base. Of course, the Ghouls can help, the Fiend is there now, but the DK and the rest of the Fiends are not there, so hopefully he won't suffer too many hits here. The Ghouls are doing a decent job, but of course he has to keep the Lich alive, who has a potion, so he should be safe. It's an investment that you kind of don't want to do at this point in the game, but as long as your Lich is alive, everything is justified, I guess. You really have to gain experience with him. Infi with the speed scroll now, the first Raider is here. His game plan did not work, and this is very old school. TBC diving into the Orc base. Oh, nice. Kills the repair peon, so this has not been constructed any further. And he might get both of those burrows. Oh, he wanted to throw a coil, but the peon dodged it. It seems like it's enough. He gets it. He gets this burrow. Oh, more repair. Now he got the critical mass of repair workers. It's so close, but yeah, he has to TP out. Man, that was, I think, a little too ambitious by TBC. He could have gotten this burrow while it was still in construction. He wanted both, though, so he focused the damage away from this one to this one when it was done, so... I don't know if that was the right call to spread the damage onto burrows, and that's maybe also a reason why undeads don't do that anymore. So Infi not supply stock, on a good way to tier 3, lacking levels though, heavily, but that's the same for the Lich, so it's also fine. And Infi with the right amount of peons at the right time, having the absolute necessary amount of repair, but I guess if he doesn't coil, does he get another hit out? Can he kill it? A little bit of RNG factors into this. But yeah, he had to use that, I guess. Level 3 Blade Master now with level 2 Windwalk. No level 2 crit, of course he's hoping for this Renegade Wizard. There's nothing really to pick off here. Statue 4 fiends, 3 fiends, sorry. So does he have a dust? No. Oh, this is gonna be an easy steal for Infi. Oh no! He gets it with a coil and the Pendant of Energy as well. Infi didn't calculate that one in. So that was quite nice. TC is coming, Kodo Beast is out. So they're both getting in fighting shape. Is he rebuilding this temple? Or is it another game plan now? No, he's not. So it's just Fiends, Destroyers, Statues. No curse as of yet. He should build a temple rather soon, I think. Because the Blade Master is gonna be very strong. We have 2 claws here already in the inventory. We have the Kodo Beast up. So, not gonna be easy to defend this. Just checking for the marketplace. Nothing of interest in there as it seems. Kodo Beast... Does he have the upgrade already? No, not yet. Otherwise it's Kodo plus 4. Without the upgrade it's Kodo plus 2. And of course the Pendant of Energy for the Death Knight is very, very nice. 2 more coils. I think items should be next on the list to be balanced, because they are fairly imbalanced. TBC actually getting a peon here, diminishing the income, and another one, if he's microing this well, and he does! 2 peon kills for no costs, basically. I mean, Infi has 41, like, oh no, he's out of resources, he's completely out of resources. His Echo is quite wrecked. Because he had to repair a lot, he had to put the peons into the burrows, he just bought an upgrade that is not cheap.
player's forces are under attack.
This is not gonna be easy for Infi. As I said, TBC is not to be underestimated. On paper, of course, Infi is the big favorite and should take this 2-0, but everything's possible. So the TC found his Parrot of Vitality, which is nice because he seems to be a big tank, but he really isn't. He's always in the front row, only has 2 armor, can be coil novad and focused easily, so having this parry is nice in the early game. Later, of course, he's a tank on his own. This Blade Master is super stacked and has a potion. Once again, he can cancel the Temple of the Damned, and I think those 2 cancellations are absolute key for Infi to not lose the game right away. But once again, old school undead play, Destroyer push onto the burrows, Infi TPs immediately. Is this a resurgence of the undead going into orc bases thing? The skeleton usage is amazing. Look, there's 3 possible targets if we want to dive in again. Shade is scouting, no second expansion. He cannot afford a tiny Great Hall at all, and that's the danger of orc on tier 3 against undead. Like, if there's a tiny Great Hall, you can't cancel it really. And with the constant pressure on this Echo, TBC is doing such a nice job killing 2 burrows. There's no reinforced defenses because he just simply didn't have the resources. And he's killing a 3rd one, the Nova! 3 peons dead with 1 spell. And now he must have a town portal. He did so much damage. Throws Infi back to the Stone Age without any losses except the town portal and maybe the Temple of the Damned if you want it that way. Is this a restream? No, we're live in game on the Chinese server. I really like TBC's old school play. And scouting. Like, scouting is the key. We can't say this often enough. These burrows are wrecked. Like, when does he want to invest resources into his army again? He can try to base lane. I don't know if he has pillage, but it's only 3 raiders. A lot of grunts still, though. And even a boneyard. Look at this. Very rare to see, but he has such a big echo advantage. Maybe he can afford it. He has to cancel it, though. Does it. 1 grunt falls. He wants this Kodo Beast, and he gets it. 20% damage gone. Death Knight level 4. The Destroyer is falling though if there's no coil. Right in time. The End Snare a little too late. Lich is in a good position there. Super safe. That was a nice stomp though. The ghouls are helping. So this isn't the easiest fight for Infi, who can't reproduce his army. Big potion being swapped and used on the TC. Heal wave rattling through. But that was the second last one already. And TBC, he's at 52 supply. He can like get his army back in no time with 3 production buildings. Lich is in his surround there though, has a coil, but for how much longer? Can he somehow pop him out? If not, TBC might be in trouble. Without the Orb of Corruption, not that easy. That was the last coil. Here's the curse. Blade Master does no damage, and Infi calls for the GG. First big upset today as TBC takes map 1 Echo Isles, which is kind of a favorite orc map, I think. So, very impressive play from the Undead. There was no crack in his shield, really. Kind of passive early game, of course, with that tech. But he never got into a situation where Infi was threatening him. He was always there. So really cool. Kind of? Yeah, I know. I don't want to say something is very imbalanced all the time. It is favorite for all. So we do have a few new resubs here. Thank you Kalatze for 3 months, and thank you Saysons for A, the host, and B, the 3-month resub, man. Much appreciated. And Infi at one point lack the resources for reinforced defenses. And if you can't go for that, it's like an invitation to go for the burrows. If you have destroyers and they're so vulnerable against magic damage, But also the continuous harass. He spent 2 rods or something, sending them in the peon line, chop, 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 chop. It takes a while, but it pays off in the end. And that got him the advantage that he needed in the end to, win this map. Very cool play. TBC is not the big underdog. Why think like that? Come on! That is absolutely ridiculous. How can you not say that TBC is the big underdog here? Infi is a Warcraft 3 legend, a Gosu, in decent shape, I guess. And TBC, what did he accomplish, ever? Tell me. And don't start with a ladder. Of course, TBC is the big underdog. On an orc map. Some people. Right? Cost is much reduced in 1.30. That is correct. So we have a result from WFZ versus the unknown guy. It's 1-0 for WFZ. TBC bigger Infi's orc. Yeah, didn't we see that at GCS? Who was it again? In GCS Summer and Infi's group. 1-2-0. Okay, yeah, that didn't pay off well. Yeah, but still. TBC is not even close to Infi. And even if Orc is not his main race, Infi's, the way he thinks and the way he plays makes him superior in every series against TBC. Remo is coming. His train is a little delayed. He said he's gonna be half an hour late, so most likely for the winner bracket semi-final he's gonna be there. And the next match is up. Good. We're in. And it's not like he's just choosing Orc. He's playing Orc for a year now. In qualifiers and against Undead. TBC isn't married, so you should be favored versus Infi. Wives kill micro. Is that so? Yeah, you have to focus on your macro, right? If you're married. You have to take care of so many things at the same time, especially if you get kids as well. So many of my friends are getting married. And yeah, it's kind of fucked up. I'm nowhere near that. But it's like a lot of people say, yeah, I don't really believe in marriage anymore, but we do it because we have to pay less taxes. So unromantic. What does God say about that? Just marrying because of taxes. So, game number 2, TBC with the lead. Surprisingly here. And the winner will most likely face Moon, so let's dive right in. With the Undead 1-0 up. Best of 3, of course, so the first to take 2 maps wins the series and advances. We have Infi as Orc in the upper left. We have TBC once again in blue in the bottom right. Marriage kills esport. Well, it worked out well for Grubby, right? And some others as well, I think. Also, some people that got married went away from being a player or a caster or whatever and became something behind the scenes with much more influence. And in the long run, that is a lot better. Like, for example, I would love to stop casting and just do stuff in the background, organize, like, do something to bring the scene forward in the long run, where I simply don't have time for that right now. Because I think I'm not a great or S-tier level caster. If we would have Artosis in Warcraft and there wouldn't be a need for me, I would certainly do stuff behind the scenes rather than in front of the camera. But that's how it is, right? Once again, we have a DK Blade Master. This time, yeah, same build orders actually. With late fiends and no shop tech. The stream is bringing the scene forward, yeah. Yeah. But I think I could be of more value if I had more time. You know? Organizing leagues, like establishing this little Warcraft microcosmos again. This ecosystem of Warcraft. I think I could do well.
Players' forces are under attack.
So, as it oftentimes is on Terranas stand. Blade Master's going for the little wizards here, getting the claws of attack. TBC is a little late to the party. Not able to steal this one because he went for the little apprentice before to grab up a Cloak of Shadows. Is that enough though to get the second rogue? Okay. Looks like it is. Coil steals it, item goes to Infi, but TBC with the experience, and every tiny step towards level 2 is important for the undead. How much do you get paid for all of this? Well, I don't get a fee from the tournament organizers or anything. It's all donations, subs, commercials, so it's not much. If I would work at McDonald's, I would make way more money. But that's how it is. Working at McDonald's is not as much joy, and I met so many awesome people through Warcraft and traveled the world thanks to Warcraft. Both ends of the world, actually. Money is not everything, man. I don't care to be rich or whatever. Just having fun is nice. Blade Master sniped this item. Unlucky for him, just a Talisman of Evasion. And he lost a lot of HP, so he can't really do too much. He can't... Yeah. Ooh, he's playing with fire! Using the town portal here just for the item and experience. I don't know if that was worth it. But he had no shop either way, so he had to run back, and that would have cost some time. So yeah, on second thought, using this town portal was worth it, since the DK is still not level 2. Love your work, dude. Thank you very much. What about the $1,000 donation? That is the total amount over 3 years from this guy. Stream is enriching for the scene. Thank you. Don't say it's different. No. I know what the stream means for the scene. It's just that I think I could do better on different fields if I had more time. Thanks, Yayut. Much appreciated, man. Oh, that was almost the last hit here by the grunt. Ay. But can he block? We have seen crazy blocks in the past days. There is another coil, so yeah, this grunt is certainly dying. Does he need a coil or not? No, he doesn't. Well done. But Infi is getting the second second talisman. Oh boy. Certainly not what he wanted. Was Brood War HD successful? I don't know. I really don't know. Tech-wise, tier 3 for Infi, Beastery, this time no expansion. We have tier 3 here for TBC as well, with the Lich. I think what I kind of want to say is that if we had a
Players'
native
forces are
speaking
under attack.
caster with decent knowledge and decent entertainment value, that would be great. I think that would be great. But I do love what I do, don't get me wrong. So big invul here. TBC a little more lucky with his items as he got the healing wards as well. That helps tremendously with creeping, especially in the absence of a statue, which is only coming in now. It's trying again to go for the Temple of the Damned. Even a gargoyle. I think like it's good for scouting. And B, it's kind of nice against Zeppelin harasses. He's not getting the temple, man. Once again. Did he send some skeletons in? No. Not too much movement here from skeletons on the map. So Infi in a way better situation than he was before. Now the temple is better protected and this should come through. Blade Master, just tanky, right? It's not the best inventory, but Robe of the Magi is really nice. And I think Remo's here. Yes! He will most likely watch the stream and then can do some color commentary. TC coming out. Will he go for reinforced defenses? Yes. The burrow ghost from game 1 will not happen again as Infi is rushing reinforced defenses to prevent that. I really like that. Hey Remo, how you doing?
Hello, hello. Sorry I'm a little bit late, but I'm good, I'm good. How you doing?
I am doing amazing. I'm smiling from ear to ear since the stream started. Ooh boy, all the bad luck that Infi had so far just got negated by the Scourge Bone Chimes that he finds here. Gonna be a creep check by TBC though. With the Lich coming in, not level 2, so we don't have a Nova, but kind of good damage on the Shadowhunter, so he's forced into a heal wave, can't save the Raider with that, and now we have Nova. He's going for the Fiends in the backline, 2 statues up. Lich is not in the best position, but what does Infi have? Basically nothing, just 2 grunts and the heroes, and the grunts are falling. Thanks to the Orb of Corruption, he saves both statues. Only now the tier 3 hero comes in with Stomp and the Kodo. Both were lacking, so tremendous timing for TBC to start this fight here. No disable due to the lack of raiders there. He killed the only one that he had. And now he has to use the speed scroll. TC, of course, in trouble. Is there a potion on him? No. TC, the Blade Master is naked. Finally takes out this gargoyle with the lightning orb. But man, Infi did take a beating here. The Banshees are coming and Sacrificial Pit as well. Oh man, Infi is struggling hard against TBC.
Yeah, switching to Orc once again. And not even going for that super lame style, right?
That's right. He, on map 1, he wanted to go for an expansion and TBC shut it down in a very cool way. But yeah, this is straight up Orc 1 base from Infi. And this doesn't seem to work. He has a Book of the Dead now, but Destroyer upgrade should be ready by now. He gets the Kodo, so the damage aura is gone. In return, the statue falls, so Infi finally gets something done. Now he uses the Book of the Dead, and there's no Destroyer now. That changes a lot, and TBC, run, 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 little fella. Can't win this fight against the skeletons.
Players' forces are under attack.
And this might be a TP even. Oh, there's no raiders. Trying to go for a hero kill with silence now with the Dark Ranger and with the healer ward that he has, but this is only losses. Yeah, he should have run away when he had the chance to. It was of course a little tempting to go for that TC that was in the front row, but not enough nuke yet.
Yeah, that was really bad timing. If he had waited like 1 more minute, he would have had 2 more Banshees. With that, perhaps he could have even defeated the Book of the Dead, but as it is, Infi comes back.
Yeah, he got a little greedy when he won that fight here at the laboratory. So he thought, I think, that he can finish this game now, but that was not the case. So DK 3.5, Lich 2 1/3, Dark Ranger 1, Blade Master kind of close to 4, Shadowhunter not level 3, but that will change here. when he gets the Dark Wizard. But will he get the Dark Wizard? TBC once again engaging into this, of course, curse on the Blade Master. Focus on the TC once again, but the DK is in trouble. Can he still get the TC? Feed shot! He kills him! And that is the third hero kill. Of course, only level 1, but that justifies the town portal a little. Now we have level 3 on the Shadow Hunter, plus the heal potion. So both players can be kind of happy with this, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. If the TC would have survived, would have been really nice for Infi, because he can't creep him now. And do you really want to wait until your hero's back, waste a lot of time just standing idly around? Because he would have had level 2, but I guess he's still gonna get that after he's back from the altar. Won't take too long.
TBC once again going for worms. He is known for his unusual playstyle, and sometimes WFZ went for worms in this matchup, especially on the old Terraner stand. That was kind of his trademark in this match. But yeah, big investments from TBC. He is not close to 50. He is close to 50, but he's not at 50. Now with the worm he is. And he's going for a depth upgrade on the Banshees, possibly to Master later as well. Infi on the other side, setting up the tiny Great Hall, saved some money, also at 50 food. But he's getting ready for more units, more Headhunters. He doesn't have the upgrade yet, by the way. And Venom Spear's coming, so...
And that's what I learned recently, Neo. Anti-magic protects you from Envenomed Spear's poison.
Yeah, why is that, like, mechanically?
I mean, shouldn't we stop, like, questioning the logic of Warcraft 3? You know, there's weird stuff in there.
Yeah, I mean, but usually when we find out about this, there is a reason behind.
Yeah, I don't know what the mechanical reason is. But that's the way it works.
Okay, so anti-magic shell, not that bad at all. Inventories, big invul for the Lich, big healing for the DK. Dark Ranger, I think, is naked. Where is she? There we go. Level 2 for her, by the way. TC has an invul and a healing. That is, I think, necessary here. Blade Master, invul potion, and the Shadow Hunter with the big healing. So all of them have very good items. So this time, the Echo Arrest is a lot harder for TBC. A, the expansion is up. B, we have reinforced defenses. C, Infi's army is a lot stronger and the heroes are way better. So I think he's preparing for a town portal out, just wants to do as much damage as possible with the Coil Nova here. Yeah, that's exactly what happens without any losses. And now we have the 2 worms coming. 60
I was kind of expecting the counter expo already, but this is not WFZ. No second base on its way.
We do have a few new supporters here that we have a little time in the game. Thank you, Gary Glitterer, 16-month already, Grand Silverlove with a 3-month resub, and Reckless 1305 with the first time Prime sub. Thank you guys very much.
So we've been hearing talk and also seeing a couple of worm games every now and then. I feel like the last 2 months or so it's becoming more and more. I'm still not convinced by the Freezy Breath big boys. How do you feel about him against Orc?
Kind of depends. Like, it has big value because, like, not only you have the curse on the Blade Master, but you also get the big slow, so that lowers his DPS a lot. And against Kodos, they're amazing. And they're like 3.5 heroes, so your nuke gets better as well. But they're not that tanky, I feel, as they are supposed to be. Can be sniped. I don't think it's worth the investment and the time. But we'll see what they do in the fight here. I think it's only 1 at the moment. Second one is coming with anti-magic shield on them. Web on the Wyvern immediately takes them out. Big damage drop here. Level up for the DK. Second worm is in, and yeah, there we see it. 1 worm immediately killed off. Even with anti-magic shell. So yeah, oh, possession coming on the Kodo! He interrupted it in time, and he loses 14 supply in worms. This answers your question, I guess. Infi at 57, 56 for TBC, more Banshees fall. And the Destroyer is dead as well. The Wyvern not coming in. They do damage now, especially against the Banshees. This is a fight all over the place, which is not supposed to be that way. And Infi, yeah, is kind of dominating this fight here.
Looks like the equalizer.
Going for the Lich again. No end snare ready. But there's just a few targets, and it's just a matter of time, I guess. No potions on the Dark Ranger anymore. He gets the next statue. Basically, the army of TBC is non-existent at this point. He's trapped, has to TP out, but has to fight an expansion. And great Orc heroes. 4-4-3. This is where it gets really hard with a level 2 Stomp. And yeah, I mean, that was the answer to your question, right? It wasn't the best micro of all time with the Worm. It wasn't the best timing because the Worm, the second one, arrived late. But man, they were sniped so fast.
Yeah, Berserkers with Berserk turn on, and of course the level 2 Kodo Aura. So much damage. And I always feel like Worms are the best when, you know, you can micro them to their fullest potential. For example, against Night Elf. Whereas opposed to against Orc, there's Ensnare. Against Undead, there's Web. And against Human, there might be, I don't know, Shackles or something, or Stormbolt.
Yeah.
So,
And there's Hex
yeah.
as well.
Forces are under attack.
Yeah, true. If there's no Destroyer.
Double disable. Cool how Infi took out the heavy air. I mean, the first Wyvern didn't do too much because it was killed in like a blink of an eye. But the second and third one, they really put in the damage. They're amazing against the Destroyers, Worms, and Banshees. And even against statues, I feel they do what they're supposed to do. By the way, Anti-Magic Shell blocks Envenomed Spears because poison is magic damage. I didn't know that, to be honest.
I don't know if that's 100% accurate, because I don't think it works against Dryads. Something we may want to look at in the future.
Okay, DK out of position here. TC cannot stomp at the moment, use the big potion, so he's kind of safe. But yeah, it's 44 versus 66. This is ridiculous. Getting a nice stomp. Getting both heroes here. No chance of a coil. And Infi's back in the series, tying this up. 1-1.
Alright, the hope for the big game between Infi and Moon still alive. When I was tuning in here a little bit late, I was getting worried. I was like, uh-oh, are we not going to have the two champions colliding?
You don't want the rematch of Moon versus TBC from GCS with the Necro Wagons?
No. That was interesting, but it didn't really work out.
WFZ wins his game 2-0, by the way. The admins are a little more talkative today. So he's in the next round, most likely facing Sock. And between Moon and Hug, it's 1-1.
What?
Moon played Beastmaster first Firelord and lost that game.
Alright, that explains it, I guess.
Yes. We have a sub-anniversary by Velociferator. 1 year, man. Thank you very much. 12 months. So crazy.
Thank you guys all so much. A lot of subs already early today,
Yeah.
Nia. They were all
Pretty sick.
getting ready. They were sitting at home waiting for the stream to start. And
The
now.
big Amazon money. And another one. Radiant Tag. 3 month. Awesome. Thank you, man.
Thank you so much.
We're getting
As Nia's
close.
probably told you already, we have a long day of Warcraft in store for you guys. Start off with the WGL qualifier, and then later tonight we're going to have the main European qualifier for Masters Coliseum. Probably a break in between.
Yeah.
What are we going to do in between, Nia? You're gonna play some ladder games?
I will eat a little.
Yeah.
And
I have
that
to go
will,
shopping as well.
that will maybe take half an hour, and then some AMA, I think, for half an hour.
Depending on how long we take here today.
Yeah.
Yesterday was a pretty quick cast, right?
Yeah, 3.5 hours? 3 hours? 3.5, I think.
Yeah, something
It was
like
perfect.
that.
Like, the
Pretty
admins are
quick.
so on point, it's amazing. One game is over, boom, there was the next one, usually.
When aka Jason is saying, but Remo, I have things to do today. That's right. You have to send me the PS4.
Oh, Yayud with the right questions here. Where is the Macarimo? Today?
It's coming. Real
No, man,
soon.
I think today is the day.
No, today.
I think today is the day.
You can hold on to your beliefs. We'll see.
Such a big disappointment. We lost 150 subs because of you. You
Yes,
owe
I
me.
know.
You owe me money.
It's all my fault.
It is. It is. It always is.
Mm-mm.
I don't know if I will survive this day or if I just melt at one point, because already my room is like 30 degrees.
Isn't it raining?
No, it's like super hot.
It's
And-
raining here.
and
a little
schwül.
at least. A bit of a drizzle.
What is schwül in English?
Like humid. Really
Humid. Yeah, very,
Yeah.
very humid.
It's also very humid here. Yes. Sir. Dude, have you checked out the weather report for next week? 36 motherfucking degrees, dude.
Okay. I will not leave the house once. I will just.
Isn't it better to
call
go
in
like
sick.
to the Elbe and go like swimming?
I don't go
Because
there.
you don't have air conditioning.
too
Do you
hot.
have air conditioning?
No, we don't. But usually on our terrace, it's like 60% of the day is shadow, so that will be good, I think. It shouldn't be too hot. And I will just get a big bucket of water, pour ice inside, put my feet in there, and just chill and read something.
Do you have a fridge that can produce ice cubes?
Fuck yeah.
That would be such a nice upgrade for for my home.
That's so
We don't have that, unfortunately, but that must be really cool.
It has like 3 different features. It pours you water, of course. It does crushed ice and ice cubes.
Dude, that's so awesome.
It's really good. Like
Which of you brought that to the new apartment?
We bought it together.
It's pretty expensive, right?
Now we got it pretty cheap. Like usually it's around 1,000 euros. We got it for 700. New.
Still pretty expensive.
Amazon. No, it wasn't Amazon. It was like Müller something. Restposten, you know? I don't know what it is. But yeah, one of the best purchases in my life. And I guess your game crashed. Oh no! Or did it?
It did.
Ah, good. TBC versus Infi, Game 3, winner advances into the winner bracket semi-final, most likely versus Moon, but not guaranteed that series is tied up as well. We are on Ancient Isles. Infi once again as Orc in the upper left, most likely with a fast tech again, and TBC in the bottom right with only Alta and Ziggurat so far. And Infi went for expansions here. One was very early on the beginning of Tier 2. That won't happen here on AI for sure. Maybe once again at Tier 3, Tiny Great Hall. That's the only expansion option I see here. Or you just surprise TBC. I don't know. But the pushes against those expansions are very, very hard to defend.
This is, for that reason, I think this is a good counter pick map. This is like the hardest map to expand on for anybody. And it's kind of what orcs, especially when it's not their main race orc, do kind of rely upon. At one point, you have to get an expo. So I like this map choice here by TBC, despite the fact that we, of course, don't really like the map in general. Might be one of the last tournaments, perhaps, where we actually see the map. Yeah, and good riddance is what I say. Have you checked out the new patch, new maps a little bit? If they might be viable for competitive?
Not really. I, of course, know Swamp Temple, but I know the old version better. I know Concealed Hills but not too much. So no, I can't. Like I know where creep spots are. By the way, Farseer, nice. I know where the creep spots are, and I know expansions, etc. But I don't want to judge if they are viable for competitive or not. Whoa, Alta, Burrow, Fast Tech, Farseer.
All right, this is some ladder cheese right here. It's gonna be Wyvern Rush with either TC into heavy creeping and Acolyte harass most likely, or SH second, and then picking off Fiends early on Tier 2. I don't know about this strategy. Like, TBC is an avid ladder player, so he's going to be encountering this a lot, so he should know the right answers to it. And he's already starting off well with his blind build order. He's going for a DK first. That's going to mean a fast tech, and of course, against this strat, you need fast web. And once you have it, and you micro correctly, this is pretty hard for the Orc to pull off if he doesn't get ahead early.
There's also the Neruvian Tower in the base that will help, of course, as well, defending this. And yeah, how much damage can he do to the Farseer? He doesn't have selves because he skipped the shop as well for a fast attack. So if he pressures the Farseer a little, he's so squishy, then he should have, I don't want to say an easy time, but it's definitely defendable of this.
Every hit you get in here with the DK and with skeletons on the Farseer matters. That's going to determine how aggressively he can go for those acolytes. Of course, that's the dream for him, killing some acolytes. But he's doing no creeping really of his own.
He kind of was surrounded there, was in danger of being surrounded. But with wolves, it's hard to do. And you don't want to surround with the Farseer, I guess. DK got the experience here. Of course, skeletons is always a little XP for the Farseer, but so are the wolves for the DK, so it kind of evens out. And the first Fiend is coming, and that thing does so much damage to the wolves that I don't really see this harass to continue right now. as long as TBC is not anywhere on the map.
And the main thing is, Infi wants to keep him low level. Keep him on level 2. It's really good keeping him on level 1. That's the dream. But that is very hard to accomplish, especially once there are 2, maybe 3 fiends out. But the tech is rapidly approaching much faster than the undeads. So there's going to be second hero on Wyvern soon, and with that, perhaps he can find some fiend kills.
It's funny, the chat is talking about my freezer, and someone is saying, let's stop talking about the freezer. It's not even his final form. In a break, I will do a picture and show you how my freezer looks. It's gonna
do you have like 3 shelves in the fridge? 1 shelf for each, or are you just sharing everything?
We're sharing everything.
So you buy stuff and then it's for everybody, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, how liberal of you!
Yeah,
I would get the fuck pissed off about that.
Nah, actually, I'm on the good side. No, I'm on the good side of things. Like the one guy is a cook himself, and Pico cooks a lot, so I don't have to buy a lot, to be honest.
You're just smooching of the other guys.
Yeah, I always get the rests.
So you're not buying groceries and you're not cooking. So you're basically stealing twice. Then is that what you're saying?
I am the entertainment factor of this.
You bring joy to the apartment. That's what
joy to the people. That's it.
All right.
Double Beast to Wyvern. It is, of course. Double Beast Raiders. It is. I thought he would start with Wyvern, like at least 1 or 2 for the harass.
Yeah. He also went for late barracks, by the way, something we overlooked for a little bit.
Yeah.
If you don't go for 1 or 2 grunts, it can be really hard to creep effectively. So it does make sense to go for them, of course. But with the double bestiary, that's a nice thing. Tech switches can always be a thing. And the undead might become caught unawares.
But I think he's pretty much committing to this Raider play. TBC is so afraid of Wyvern that he parked 2 fiends there already. He has a 6th acolyte. So quite a few costs went into this Wyvern defense.
Yeah, he's playing super safe. With the SH second though, and now lots of raiders coming out, he can find quite a few fiend kills if the undead isn't in position to defend properly. And with him splitting his forces, it's pretty unlikely that he should save them too easily once he gets found. But actually nice play by him as well. He's creeping with his TK and Skeleton solo, something we've been seeing more and more as of late.
Yeah. Slaughterhouse coming, and now he sees the raiders and thinks like, ah, damn. My guess was wrong. Close to level 3 DK. Pillage is coming, and the burrow for the 50 supply. It's a little late, but should still be fine.
Alright, it's looking to be an all-out base lane kind of game. Tier 2 mass raiders, pillage, speed scrolls later on probably. But at one point you're gonna have to get an expo, or of course kill the entire undead base. But that's pretty hard to do.
Expo is also hard to do on this map.
Yeah. Something we noted early on. Banshees are really good against this. Leaving a hero at home to defend by himself is really good against this with his staff. I've even seen 120 play Crypt Lord third with Beetles, level 1, and he just stays at home the entire game. and defends against the Raiders with a couple of frenzy ghouls.
That was a ladder game, right?
No, that was a tournament game.
Wow. Okay.
Don't remember against whom exactly. It wasn't in one of those qualifiers. I mean, they're not even so bad against Raiders, you know. If they go for the beetle kills, then your buildings survive longer. So maybe it's not even horrible. But I've only seen this once.
So this might be the first big attack into the base. We get a shade, that's important. So he sees more movement of Infi on the map and can prepare better for the next pushes to come. And snares flying everywhere. DK is there, but Infi doesn't know. Chain lighting is dragging through, but not too much. DK unveils himself with a coil to save this fiend. And speed scroll out now as, you know, never fight in an undead base. And yeah, no damage done to TBC.
Yeah. That didn't really do too much. And he's going to have Destroyers soon. Destroyers are only great against Feral Spirits, of course, but also against this lame style, because there's always going to be speed scroll to, you know, get out to get the edge in trading in the economy department. But now with that, it's not going to be so easy anymore. And to boot things, how are you going to kill a Destroyer? You only have melee. You only have, like, siege damage and normal damage. It's going to be so hard to take him out, but actually now we have a couple of points.
Yeah, we do have Wyvern there in the perfect spot. And Snare on this Destroyer is taking a lot of damage, but of course Web against that one as well. Destroyer gets coiled for once, but that's only delaying the inevitable. Oh, Book of the Dead of Infi again for the second time. And the Lich is trapped thanks to the skeleton. There's no coil available because there's a Hex. And man, without the Lich, how is he supposed to defend this? Another Fiend down. Perfect usage of this Book of the Dead once more.
Damn, that was a really nice surround. And the timely Hex to prevent the coil.
Yeah.
Well done.
A player's forces are under attack.
And with that, is he now far ahead enough to go for the Expo? The thing is, I don't believe he's tier 3, so it's gonna take a while.
No, he is still tier 2, so no Envenomed Spears. But does he have Pillage, do you know? He should have, right?
Yeah.
TBC has to do something. He needs to level, but of course Lich only back now, so that will take some time as well. I really think he should have gone for earlier Banshees. It costs a lot, he was kind of scared.
I mean, when he attacked down there, what did he really have? One Destroyer, 2 Fiends?
Yeah.
Where was the rest of his army? Like, where did all his money go?
Well, Pit costs a bit, but that's more lumber than gold.
It's not like he has so many ghouls either, it's only 3 in the main.
He didn't get too many items, so he lacks that gold from selling them, but...
Didn't even have a third hero.
Lionhorn versus Sobi Mask on the bottom left and upper right drops. Oh man, this is not looking good. Level 4 SH. Infi got so much map control with his play, because TBC was so scared that like, basically he crept the entire map, except this one maybe. There's no reinforced defenses, so if this is a Book of the Dead, that might be an opening. Wind of the Wind. And another free kill for Infi. Nice surround with the grunt. No chance for that spider to escape. So base race, right?
I guess so. For Raiders, though, it's gonna make this not the most enticing thing for the Undead. Only attacking with 2 Fiends, he doesn't have the most damage. But there's a TP.
Yeah, counter TP immediately. And Infi is expanding. I don't know if the Shade scouted it yet. I haven't seen the movement. But TBC can't afford it. He can send skeletons again. But that's about it. There's nothing to creep for him anymore. Maybe a few things here at the Goblin Merchant. So he's stuck with a level 3-2 hero combo. On the other side, 4-4. Level 2 Chain Lightning. Level 2 Heal Wave. That's not good. The army of Infi, I really like that. 3 Raiders for disable. 3 Wyvern for the damage. A little Grunt for, like, okay, they are leftovers, I guess. And never wrong to have.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, I don't know, TBC needs to cancel his expo somehow, and then turtle up more, and get his tier 3 into full
I like that
swing,
here.
but...
He's going for the burrows, and is attacking at the same time. The skeletons won't last too much, so he can't cancel the expo, but he does basically free damage, and this is totally a TP worth taking. Infi is supply stuck. He really wants to fight this? I don't think that's the best idea. 1 Destroyer down. 2nd Destroyer about to fall. He's only getting 1 Wyvern in return. Oh, will this one fall or not? 15 HP. I don't know though. Was it worth it? I think if he town falls before his Destroyer falls, then it's good. Now he overstayed his welcome. And the expansion is up. Only at 40% HP, but it's up. And now it's really hard to kick.
And the Destroyers were really good for that Borrow push there, with their mana for the Orb of Annihilation. They are also going to be good against the Feral Spirits, but they're not really good against Raiders. They're pretty damn horrible against Wind Riders. And what he needs is mass fiends, and ideally a couple of banshees in there. But for that now, he certainly doesn't have the time anymore.
No, temple is impossible right now. I say that, and he builds the temple.
Typical.
I dropped my hand in shame.
Wait, he's got a boneyard against
What?
mass raiders and mass wind riders.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that.
Why would you make frost ribs against mass ensnare and mass piercing damage?
TBC is different, you know. I really don't know. That makes no sense, really.
Maybe he's trying to turtle up, save a lot of gold. Wait,
Yeah.
bang, and then go into 80 with like the perfect army. 2 worms, master banshees, a whole bunch of
Exhume
fiends.
corpses.
It's gonna be necros! Holy shit.
What?
You know what? That's actually not even horrible. Like,
There's no dispel.
if you can keep the Wind Riders away from the Necros, maybe they can do it with their raise that the Raiders won't find the surface area usually to kill them all off.
Can't
I
believe
like
it.
that actually.
I can't believe it.
He's gonna try something weird here. He needs a bit of surprise anyways. He needs his opponent not to answer perfectly. And I think that's actually his best call to win this game. I
Okay,
like that.
The good thing here is that it's nothing left to creep on the map, so he's not really losing time. Of course he's losing time because Infi is expanding and gets so much gold, but he has this all-in push in him.
Yeah. Is Infi going tier 3? He really should be.
Nope. not
Tier
yet.
3 and walkers. He's even scouting with a Bat Rider, so he should know what's
A
coming.
player's forces are under attack.
I think he could also be like, if he builds a lodge now and goes for walkers for the spell, that could be in time. Skeletal Mastery is there, so how many upgrades does he want is the question. He's going Necros now. No, he's not in time then. He doesn't want to go for Master with just longevity and Mastery and Adept.
A player's
Oh, Frenzy Worms, by the way, sick!
Frenzy Worms are really nice. That's true.
But against 7 Wyvern.
Yeah, I
don't
don't
know,
feel they're
man.
gonna survive too long, is the thing. With Envenom Spears, they would die so fast, but yet, Infi's still only tier 2.
He constantly sends skeletons to harass in the main. 2,680 gold there. 2,700. Okay, he's still behind. So Infi wants to end this now. And there's only 2 Necros, and I think they will be sniped! Detonate! Destroyer gone, Worm about to die, Chain Lightning rattled through. Oh my god, this is a stomp if I ever saw one. Worm dead. Yeah, of course there's skeletal mages now, but who cares about that?
a player's
So many Wind Riders, dude. Jesus.
He still TP's out, but the Necros are gone, the Worm is gone, the Destroyer is gone.
Okay, I thought for a second he didn't lose anything, but he lost 8 supply. That was 2 Wind Riders, but still.
Yeah.
What a magnificent trade for him.
Yeah.
And good idea to attack so early as well. Into the undead base, yes, but you can find the kills quick. You can still evacuate. Don't let him get to that critical mass. Like, who knows what a game looks like when there's 10 Necros? Like,
Yeah.
who's been in that position before?
True.
Infi maybe, I guess.
By the way, Infi has some cool wards here to see exactly when TBC is starting the push towards his expansion, so he will always be there. TBC will not catch him by surprise at all.
Oh yeah, that's true. He lost 4 Bat Riders, so he lost nothing but the bats.
Yeah, just the bats, yeah.
Oh my god.
2 Bat Riders, I think.
Okay, forgot about that. Nah, it was 3 at first and then another one, so it was 4.
Ah, okay. Shadowhunter level 5, by the way.
Yeah, both of them.
Okay, here we go. Necros are about to be master, by the way. Still 50 supply. So we have Cripple, we have Frenzy, but we don't have Worms or Destroyers anymore. On Fiends it's still good, but we also only have 1 Fiend. So I'd love to see Frenzy on the Lich. Cripple on Wyvern, but it's too expensive. Oh my god. Yeah, there is a bit of skeletons now. but can they? Hold on. They're good in theory with piercing against Wyvern, with normal against Raiders, but way too squishy as it seems. There's Chain Lightning against them. There we go. And they're kind of gone. Reinforcements coming from the back. Meatwagon is doing some damage against the expansion, but the DK is dead! Frenzy Lich, you can see the impact here. It's not a bad spell at all. Big attack speed, but, you know, the thing is to get there and to find synergies. And yeah, that is over. Oh, cripple here on the Wyvern. Like.
It's gonna change the game.
Indeed. We're gonna see that more often, hopefully, with patch 1.3. Oh! But not today anymore, because the Lich is dead as well. Both undead heroes down, and since undead is heavily reliant on their heroes, this is GG, and TBC finds himself in the lower bracket. Did play well on map 1, though. That's not to be ashamed. And showed some fancy strategies on map 3. So, entertainment value, very high by TBC. The question is now, Remo, will we get Moon versus Infi?
Oh, come on, it has to be. I was so looking forward to this. Moon, still in his game, perhaps.
Okay.
It's not in the watch, though, so maybe they have just concluded.
Okay. Yeah, we're of course hoping for that. Shout out to TBC to show unusual units here. And Echo Elves was really, really well played. So I think we go into a little break because the day is going to be so long. But
yep,
not without thanking a new sub here. 22 months for Drilltainment. It's so warm. I feel you, mate. I feel you.
It is. It is.
So, small little break here. Back to Warcraft. We continue with WGL round of 32. Netties qualifier July Group B. Winner bracket semifinal. Infi versus Moon? Question mark? See you in a